This is AQA A-level Chemistry. It's a multiple choice question on the topic of atomic structure. Pause it, have a go, and then review. So there's actually a huge amount to do to get 1 mark in this question. However, it's also a really common question. Sometimes it's not multiple choice and comes up with a lot more depth and more marks available. But let's take a look at what we need to do. We know that chlorine exists as 35 and 37 in the ratio 3:1. And actually, when you look at the periodic table and you look at your knowledge of mass spec calculations, that's why it would have a relative atomic mass of 35.5. But here, what we're considering is the molecule, the diatomic Cl2, that's not broken down. And we've really got 3 different forms that could exist. We could have a chlorine 35 bonded to a chlorine 35, a chlorine 35 bonded to a chlorine 37, and a chlorine 37 bonded to a chlorine 37. Now that means that each of those 3, their respective relative molecular masses would be 70, 72, and 74. And if we take a look at the answers in the question, we can see that now limits our potential answers to B and C, because A and D only have 2 peaks. Now the next thing that we need to do is work out the probability of each of these. The probability of it being a chlorine 35 is 3 in 4. So the probability of 2 chlorine 35s is 3 in 4 times 3 in 4, that's 9/16. You can see that I've done here a chlorine 35 and a chlorine 37, that's 3 quarters times 1 quarter, that's 3/16, and a chlorine 37, chlorine 37, 1 quarter times 1 quarter, 1/16. However, a chlorine 35 could bond with a chlorine 37, but it's equally likely that a chlorine 37 could bond with a chlorine 35. They would both give us a relative molecular mass of 72. So we take those numbers and you can see that we have 9/16, collectively 6/16, and 1/16. So the ratio is 9 to 6 to 1, and the answer is B.